Warm blessings, everyone. Mastershamanpalichee here today. I hope you guys can all see me and hear me. I'm going to go into my chat. All right. So chat with me. If you guys are on, say Juju Chi, Freeing Friday. I'll type that out there right now. Warm blessings, all you guys. Warm blessings coming into my Freeing Friday live here. Again, we are doing a talk here on Hoopli, or why do we need to have a soul calling? Why do we do soul callings? That's what I want to talk about today. Come on in and chat with me, guys, and interact with me while I'm doing this talk as well. If you have any questions whatsoever, please type it down on the chat area, and so that I can see and maybe answer your questions if I can. If I can't and it's a longer question or a longer answer, I will also tell you so, okay? On my Freeing Fridays, I allow any questions that want to, ask me. I also allow you guys to come in and do, if you want to donate $10 to either a card pull or a spirit message. Actually, it's 3 card pulls for the $10, and then or a spirit message for $10. You can send it to my PayPal, and I'll type that here as well. And you'll see that out there as well. If you guys want to donate $10 for a 3-card pull or a spirit message, go on ahead and do that so I can get you guys in. And I know that you guys want that, so I'm not catching you at the last minute. I will be here for a little while, maybe about 30-40 minutes here today. And if you guys have never been on my Freeing Fridays yet, what I do is I typically do a small talk so you guys can get some valuable information for your own spiritual path, or just to know, just for a good knowing, and some informational, how do I say this? Just to be informational, to help you guys out. And then we also go into, at the latter part of the my Freeing Friday, I usually go into the 1-card pulls for free, or 3-card pulls for $10, or spirit message if you'd like. And if you just want to donate because the valuable information is helping you out some way, somehow, and my content on my videos has been helping you out, please go ahead and help donate to the channel as well at Palichee. So basically it's Palichee, Palichee @gmail.com. You'll see there, that's on the chat. All right. Warm blessings to Ready Cohort. Chang Yang, that is here as well. Yang, that's here as well. Warm blessings. Dominic 88 is here. Warm blessings. And then Fredio Vang as well. You guys go on ahead and share that into a Facebook, one of your Facebooks. If you guys have some of that, have that out there. Share it to your Facebook, share it to wherever you feel, on a message to like a friend or somebody that you feel that needs this right now. Again, today we are talking about Hoopli. So I'll talk to my Hmong community about Hoopli and why we need to do that, and then I'll talk to my English side as well. So Vilija Bei Ha Hoopli, Vilija Telia Mua Ge Hoopli. Ge Hoopli no. And if you guys have any questions in regards to Hoopli or any kind of Hoopli, please let me know as well. Yang said that they just donated. Warm blessings to Yang. I appreciate that very much, Yang, to the channel as well. And let me know, Yang, if this is just a donation, or if you're wanting a 3-card pull or a spirit message. Please have that. Let me know what that is. Okay, so you want the 3-card pull. I just saw that. And that was for Yang. Okay, so we'll do that in a bit here. If you guys want to continue donating and sending in your $10 for whatever or any other type of donation that you want to do to the channel, and then get your 3-card pull or spirit message, please let me know. We've done that few times here on the channel. Okay, so I want to finish up on Gay Hoopli. So Vili Jape Teli Hoopli. Tế hụp ly nó do tất cái nếu mà nó to họ hụp ly nó đầu lời tây lời tôi mà cuối chỉ bảo hai tia lời hụp ly đi cha để xin đầu cú Mastershamanpalichee cú lú chờ lời lú tổ cha cú hù ly pha ly tỷ healing nó thầu này tôi chọn đầu cú pha ly tỷ healing lời do đầu Mastershamanpalichee nó cú cho cái hụp ly nó giả nữa cái hụp ly do tia mỗi tuần chu bóng ly lời basically a spirit has been lost, or you feel hatia itu tinang nu hono to hatia nu mo ke nyo shia heng la ya tu shia heng mo te ke kho shia yon jo itu tinang heng po e chi po ya vi di cha tu tinang de ze sia lo la ya nu yon jo nu mo te ke chai te mi ga lo hatia grieving ya giờ thì nếu mà cái kế muốn cho ít tự tin nên hay hẹn là giờ thì chùa thế mà chùa tự tin nên hẹn lời nó chị mình nếu mua ít họ hụp ly cho con đỡ cho kế hụp ly nó mua nó tao dàn được cú nè chị ít hỏi cho họ tự nên tin nên tu xia mua kế nhỏ xia hay hẹn khỏa xia đại xia cho ít tự tin nên lời chị giờ ở vô hụp ly ý dạ giờ thì nếu mua ít tuần chu thế rồi nếu bóng ly là bỏ là giờ tụ ly thế rồi nếu họ yo mu oli hai thơ thia bỏ nó chế bây giờ tàu hụp lì ý giả thia còn nó chế nếu mua tụ lì nếu mua trâu sa oli hai sa đu sa trâu lấy sa ở nên nó chỉ trong đó hình hình lợ chế có cái hụp lì nếu mua nữa ý họ hụp lì giờ tiếng mua ít hụp lì nếu cu mua có cái sa tàu hay hình để tụ khen tiền nếu cho nữa cho xia lấy do tiền nếu mua ít tụ pli nếu chỉ sa nếu tụ khen đỡ tụ tin năng chỉ cả khen lên từ hay tiền nếu nhỏ đi cha nếu rong đi cha nếu non tới nếu tụ khen rong đi cha nếu nhỏ xem bộ đi chaแต่是nếu bỏ nếu luôn chơi mua là nếu chẳng cái xì giờ nếu mua khó tới nếu tụ khenจะxì nếu mong khó nếu tụ khen nhỏ nếu luôn chơi mua đất đá bỏ chỉ rong đi mua mỏแต่เช่น mong mong khó mà chỉ tới rồi nếu mua cái nhỏ xía hay hành sư chị khó nói chị do ít khó kế là ít hỏi do mù nên nó mua này cho pli đã cá thia tới rồi nếu chuyện tông cả ít khó cha khó hụp pli nếu tông cả khó kế mù quan đến ngoài dài mù khó thia mua này cho pli đã cá lò này cho chú cho mạ cho đua nữa kế hụp pli nó giờ thằng này báo tàu là giờ tiền nó tàu hay tiền ít thứ mi nhỏ tư tới rồi nếu cô mua khó thua sư bây giờ họ khó thua nữa giờ khó thua mê mê là xin họ qua lo rủ là giờ tiền nếu mua cái nhau xe rủ thì họ lo rủ thiên nữa là cô mua thiên họ cái yêu hụp đi được họ nó giờ ít tu tín này nếu cô mua tiền nếu mua nén mua dài nếu mua khoan nén khoai dài bỏแต่是bây giờ nếu bao bây giờ nếu chỉ bao là nên nó không nó chỉ mà rồi giờแต่是nếu mua nén mua dài nếu cô tàu chân tông trai tây ya bây giờ nên chính trai tới giờ đã nên nó cụ đã chỉ trong bỏ là ô tô nên trai bây giờ lỡ lên lỡ tú cụ họ cho tới giờ chỉ trong ô tô trong nửa bỏ là cụ mua thia còn nói chỉ họ ít họ kế hụp ly nên hụp ly ít họ thia ok thì kế hụp ly nó nếu mua đông đâu giờ giờ nên mua nên nó cho cái luôn nông cho hụp ly nên nông tôi rồi cũng được họ chat live chat nó nên đồng tới tôi rồi cũng họ nó hai lúc mong là yên tàu nữa sống chống là hai điều ở nhà cũng chỉ hai lúc mong đi cũng chỉ hai lúc mong ta vì hai điều cũng mua cho tín nên số lại chống nếu chỉ mong thế nhỏ chị nếu cô yo nên nó lỡ hai năng chị biết cô sao còn lỡ hai năng bao cho chị kế hụp ly là thế vì hai kế hụp ly nó xứ nếu chỉ ăn được mong xứ nếu yo thốt bài tín năng nhau hồn thế đấy nó chị bây giờ ba số lên số tụ số hai thế bây giờ ba mong xứแต่是bây cô yo mong nhỏแต่是bây giờ tụ tín năng mong chọn ra mongแต่是bây nợ cô tụ khen cô mua cho chú cho chị lỡ hai cho chống lên trong tụ thế vì lý do tôi kể hụp ly nó thiết chỉnh chẳng hạn vì hai tia do có chỉ mua họ kể là hụp ly là do tại một trún mà cho khá là trâu lúc cha lúc chế giờ với hai tia có mấy lúc chế nóแต่chỉ có mấy chụp ly nhớ tao nó nhớ cái chụp ly chỉ là nhón thôi có lúc chế là chế mà nó chế có mua cái tu sửa có mua cái khóa sửa thế rồi tôi suốt thơ giờ mấy xứแต่chỉ ôn tàu lo chế ôn tàu mũ nó chế thế rồi có giống một họ tu sửa hàng chị anh em bạn nó có cho pli ý cho thế rồi chỉ nhón nó có lúc chị ý cho nhiều họ mù ở giống mù trâu số chị thôi thia ý cho giờ mù trâu lợ nên nó khó chơi là only hai lợ lúc tết lúc chơi lợ là cũng mua thia chị này trong này nó nữa để cái hộp pli này trong này nó để cái chú cái đua cái pli nó nếu mua tao tao ya nên nó only hai có cho pli nhớ lên nó có chụp ly nhá lên nói nhở thì có cho có lúc chị nhá lên nói chị có lúc chị thấy chụp ly chỉ là ok chỉ là nhớ ok có chụp ly chỉ là đi thái có lúc chị mà nói chị có lúc chị được có tụ khen có mấy tuần chu nên nói nhớ rồi được có tụ khen tụ lo vậy chị tuần tới nữa nó tôi hay thì ô cú cho cú lúc xưa mỗi ít lúc xưa rồi nên nói cho cú lúc xưa tụ xưa ôi cho cú lúc xưa như xưa ôi cho chỉ trong đi cú sao ôn ninh li ôi cha cú chỉ trong này cú nhớ trong là khó lờ thế rồi cú nhớ nó thì chỉ cú tập đi một trong ít khó lờ sau lại cú giờ bí xả cho có story nó giờ thì nè khi ít tụi mình giờ tụi mình này trong sông xe giờ nè khi thế rồi nhỉ cho ta lâu là giờ để cho đua dành nhỏ lấy dành cho đua đi Disneyland nhỏ nè hai cho tụi mình nhỏ nữa thì cú cho có một đôi Disneyland cú cho có một đôi Disney World cú cho có một Oshi rồi ít họ chơi nó ít tận đây nó nữa còn bảo thì sẽ có khi đó tụi mình nhỏ đi nó nói one day li ít liền đó chị tụi mình nhỏ nữa tụi mua xem ba xem ta ra lợ chị nữ cho please tụi xuống mua one day lợ chị mà nói chị nữ cởi chỉ tông tới nữ mua concentrate nữ focus chỉ tao giờ nữ chỉ mua lúc xem mua này nó ôn này chẳng tao mua cần tao mua tưởng tao là do thì mua 我对呀，你都没有呢，要到我呀，好吧好济，我对我努定的呀，这好吧好济了要，那年这之前能报说动作你那考 vacation 的是，都老给老应报说动作呀，这个有母力老得太得，个只是报还得个有母力一样里背包里等等的了，个因末路先吧，打绕，还得个么末些打绕，一家人嘛你去末些领导一年的母领导是就末来去了股。cú mua xe thầm đàแต่是ít cho nó nếu bữa chỉ cho cho nếu mua xe ta ra mua cho kiến đó là gì nếu cho pli tứ xuống mua anh đây là chị mà nói chị do thì biết sao to thì chỗ lý ý văn thì thì chị là thì chỉ mua nó có vacation đó là na chị đi mua cancel là chị tu tín hình đó nếu mua ít cho cái tu xe là do thì nên nó nhiều xe hay thì ở nhà cũng chỉ tao mua vacation đó ở nhà cũng chỉ tao bỏ đi cũng xe sao này ở nhà cũng chỉ đi mua cái nhiều xe cũng chỉ bảo hay vì đi nhà đi cũng chỉ đi mua cái tu xe là do thì cái chỉ trong xe lên đó cũng được khen là chị sai to thì nó cho đi tứ mù on đây là chị mà nó chỉ không muốn muốn chạy cái là muốn chua kia chị nó chỉ tao mù lờ nó chỉ tao uo li họ nó lúc xe sao thêm bao số tông cho nó chị và nó chỉ nó tư mua cho cái họ tiền nó ít cho pli để nó tư mù cho họ chơi đó là tư mù 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 visit là vậy mù cho họ vacation đó là chị nó tư mua cái我哩还集中些了，但是你要莫还起些很很了，要顾些很很，人的你都看见你种的那天。chị mà nói chị yêu chủ động mua họ là hợp lý yêu thì chủ động mua kia yêu thì muốn cho sự ni tới rồi li yêu với cái này chủ động mua là chị cứ mua hạt thì ông chỉ mua cái giá xe thìแต่是要点你只摸可能那些应有都合理的，点你摸好给都写了，你摸好给还点你啥都很很，但是还点你因摸些，但是摸着好像那的是，也有就摸一样的，好像那我说你摸些，这时候你要摸 relax 吧，这时候你要摸晒一突点那个，แล้วกู摸些嘛，那就要都合你就不理的点。你只摸好给摸些了，也就不理都等了你了那样。ý ở tu tần là lợi chị mà nó chỉ chủ yếu ít tu tín nên tu tín nên thì dài nữ bảo tỏ luôn chia thì ôi giờ đi tu pli nhóc từ nó có lúc cha lúc chị bây giờ liệu hôn nữ lọ ý cho tín năng ý cho tín năng thế rồi là chỉ bảo hạt exactly hạt ya tu pli tư chỉ lỡ đào này họ lỡ guess hạt lỡ phu xứ hạt đặc là phu work thiaแต่chỉ khỏi work trong chấp là ya thổ tu tín năng chỉ hay bảo hạt tu pli tư kia nhớ được con lúc cha lúc chị cho họ tư kia bơ lợ vì cho nên bơ thế nên bơ cho họ tư lợ nó chỉ là thiết bị bố mù phu đờ lú họ bầu lò thiết bị bố luôn chia phu có tàu tu pli có cho cá lò có rong là nhớ bố đô bố chị chỉ số mù nên nó ôn đi hay là va trong va vậy mù tàu là do tiền mù thông gia tế thia mù giờ cho họ út họ nói là gì nữa họ từ từ xia thì nữ trong này nó họ nói ý họ example xứ đơn đơn đỡ cho kế thì cái này khó chạy là do cái này to to hay thì cái hụt đi nó chỉnh chính bộ lý cha đó tự tin nên có tự tin nên thì đi mua xia. So here I'm going to speak to in the English version of what I just kind of said. I won't be saying everything, obviously, but it's to literally that way. But I'll be explaining exactly what is a soul calling and why you need it. Why is it important? So the reason why I do soul callings, and I can't speak for another person, but I can only speak for on my in my aspect as a shaman, as a healer, is that. And if this is making sense to you guys, go ahead and put a Juju Chi in there for me on this Freeing Friday, because this is something that is very informative, but yet important for you to know so that you can know when you will need one, so that you can know when to seek for one. If you are not seeking for a Hupli and you've been, all your life and just kind of sad and you feel like something is just missing from you guys, you're missing this piece, they're lacking this piece and you just can't find it back. Perhaps you need a hupli, perhaps you need a soul calling so that you can gain that back to you, so that you can get that missing link. And perhaps that missing link is just a part of you. It may be, very shallow, it may be very deep, depending on where it's at on the spectrum. You may be able to gain a deep part of you back just by getting a hupli. And again, this has to be done by a shaman that really knows what they're doing in regards to the hupli. Now, if a shaman just calls your soul back and they're just calling like the vast majority of your soul, that can still work too in a way, but it's not going to work as well as if somebody was to know specifically which spirit of your soul is missing. And there's a ton of different spirits of the soul. Okay, there's a number of them. All right. We won't go into that today because that will take another couple of hours to go into if I want to get to go in more detail to teach you really about the soul and about how that works with the body, right? But there's a number of souls, right, in the body. Okay, some say it's out, the soul is the thing that's outside of the body. It's a little bit of both, but I'll say it stays with the body or within the body. And it houses within the vessel, okay, the soul. So this soul is housed within the vessel with the spirits of the soul housed within the soul. So if you guys haven't heard me speak about this in my other videos, you want to go take a look at the other videos when I talk about this. And I think I even talk about this when I talk about the energy healing video, okay? So there's a variety of spirits in your soul, and the soul houses within the vessel. So you've got like 3 layers: body, soul, and spirits of the soul. Okay. So there's 3 parts to it. And you'll need the soul calling, or the hupli is what I call it, right? It's called like that in Hmong. In the Hmong language is hupli, meaning calling back the pleas, calling back the spirits of the soul or the soul itself, right? Now, if your soul goes missing, then you're pretty much not here as a person. You're gone. You've passed. If your soul is still with your body, then it's just your spirits of the soul, right? For those of you that has been confused on and has asked me before, why does it not make sense if the soul is missing from the body? So the soul is not really missing from your body, okay? It is your spirits of the soul, the vast, the numbers of the spirits that sits within the soul, right? That keeps the soul going. Those spirits are missing, and therefore they need to be called back. Your soul cannot be missing. Your soul is going to stay with you in your body as long as you are still alive. Okay, so just wanted to make that clear. I may be having to do another video about this, but this is how I'm going to make it clear today for some of you that has been confused. All right. If I'm speaking fast, let me know to slow down, because I will just be going all these messages, and then my brain will just keep going. So you have your body, the vessel, and then the soul, and then the spirits of the soul. And when the spirits of the souls are missing, right? The spirits of the soul is missing, then you're going to have to seek for a soul calling to bring back the spirits of the soul, so that you don't feel like you're missing something. For example, you don't feel depressed or always in anxiety, right? Feeling like you're in anxiety, and like you can't pinpoint it, because when your spirits of the soul is missing, you can't know really which one or why you're feeling the way you do. Now, sometimes it could be a feeling of um, just, stressed out. Now, if you're stressed out, that's only a part of the spirits of the soul that feels very, maybe drained, right? Very drained. But when you're feeling very depressed and very in anxiety, and you're feeling that way every single day, up until maybe a point that you actually give up and just, don't know what to do anymore, right? You maybe quit your job, you don't do anything, and you just, bum out, basically. And when you start to do that, that means you've lost everything. You've lost hope, you've lost faith, right? And you're just really bummed, and you don't know why. And maybe it's one situation after the other that leads you to this, right? These all these how do I say, compilation or situation compiled together to make you feel like you've lost faith in everything, like you've lost hope in everything. And if it has to do with which one, right? Your relationship? Does it have to do with your health? Or does it have to do with your career area that you bummed out in? Or is it some other financial situation, right? Whatever the area of life, and sometimes some people will even say, it's everything in the combination of my relationship, my health and wellness, my financial situation, the people that's around me. I'm just bummed out because they've been so like this and that to me, right? So you've been just really bummed out because of certain situations and the stages that they come in, the different levels that they come in, shallow or deep, or is it in the middle? And they'll come in this way to continually make you more in anxiety, make you more in maybe a desperation of need, right? Of just gaining some hope, right? And sometimes you'll feel this way because your pleas or your spirits of the soul has been, bummed out one by one by one by one, and they have been lost. They've gotten lost in the whole, how do you say, all the situations combined together, this whole compilation of sequences of situations that has come. Maybe they're bad situations that came, and now you're really bummed out, and now you really don't know where to start again, right? And that's when you really, really need a spiritual soul calling, right? A soul calling. So that's why I do soul callings, everyone, is because when a person comes to me and they really lost hope in everything, they lost touch with their reality, basically, and some of them. And some of them may be more shallow than that, maybe not as chronic of a situation with the spirits of their soul. Maybe they're just kind of sad because they lost their job, right? Or maybe they got laid off of their job, or perhaps they're getting a divorce, or they just got broke up, broke up between them and their boyfriend, and they're just really, really bummed out, and they really want to get back together. Or maybe they don't want to get back together, but they just want to move on. So there's can be so many situations where a healing like this, a spiritual or soul calling, is really needed for that person to pick them back up, to give them the extra boost that they need, and so that they can get on with their lives, whether they're going back to someone and getting, starting fresh, right? Or starting fresh on their own again. Whatever the situation, career, health, wellness, financial, relationship, whatever it may be, spiritual, right? Your spiritual path. Maybe you've been hurt in your spiritual path. Someone maybe has hurt you or some other people. And maybe you've been judged in your spiritual path. So then you can't really move on by yourself, and you feel very, very, low esteem, low in feeling your self-worth again. Your energy is really not there to get going and to keep moving on again. Then that's when you know for sure that you need to bring back the spirits of your soul back to body so that they can be contained and well again. Okay. Only a specialized shaman healer will know exactly which spirits of your soul in which body area of your soul has been missing. Okay. All right. So that's the importance of soul calling, because when you gain them back together in body, it's like this. It's like a parent, let's say a mother duck lost all her kids, maybe one or two is left with her and waddling with her, right? Walking. But she's lost like maybe 5 of her ducklings and they're just gone. And she feels like there's this need, and she's feeling the urge, right, to find the ducklings again. And when she finds them all back together and she knows that they're all back together, it's like a happy family again. Same thing with the family situation, same thing like that. You feel like nothing is lost, everything's back together, and you feel complete. Okay. It's kind of like when you have one and you've never had two, you feel okay, right? If you have it all together. If you have two, like let's say a couple, you really love each other, and one goes away or one is separated, you feel like you're really lost, and you feel like you really need that other half of you. And that's when you gain that other half of you, that's when you start to feel complete again. And that's the same thing with the body and the soul. Okay. And the spirits of your soul. If that makes sense to you guys, let me know if it does. Say, this makes sense to us, Mastershamanpalichee. Give me a hands up or a thumbs up. Say, Freeing Friday, something. Let me know that you guys are still there and listening and you guys are paying attention. I'm just going to type in here again. So warm blessings to all of you guys. I'm going to start taking the questions. I have Yang here for a 3-card pull. If anybody else wants a 3-card pull, let me know by donating your $10 or a spirit message. I will be pulling a spirit message for the weekend because I totally had, I don't know if I did last time. I think I may have. One of the times I had forgotten when I said I was. Because there's so many things. If you guys don't know what a shaman goes through, then if you are a rising shaman, you will start to know. If you get there sooner or later, you'll start to know what kind of things a shaman goes through. When you are a complete shaman, and I have all the seeing clear, all the clairs of the psychic abilities, I'll say that I've also do different types of readings. You name it, you need it, I will do that reading for you. Thank you so much for those that are responding and being interactive on the chat. Warm blessings to you. But what I'm talking about is here is in your brain as a shaman healer, there's just so much things going on, right? And I can start to, feel things. I'm hearing things from different people's brains, and in needing help, and maybe ones that are talking about other people, that it's just all over the place. So I have to tune in. The moment I tune in, I start to hear, and it starts to come out, right? If I'm talking so fast, that means it's coming out so much. There's so much information coming in to let you guys know certain things so that you guys can also be informed about it correctly. Okay. The whole point of the channel is to inform you correctly, because there are so many things out there that others will say and do that is incorrect, or that is maybe partially correct and still needs some correction. How do we know when it's correct? That's a question that's been posed to me before, like, Mastershamanpalichee, how do you know it's right? How do you know it's correct? Well, I know it's correct when it yields results. Okay. When something yields results, and you get, or a client gets boosted in a certain way, and they come back to me like 3 months later, 6 years later, oh my gosh, I never told you, but this is what happened with me, and it's a good thing, and this is what happened, and it's all good, right? And they would come back and tell me this. So then I know that it yields a good result and a good outcome. Okay. So that's when you know. All right. All right. So I'm going to start with Yang, and I'm going to do a card pull. 3 card pull for Yang. And here we go. So Yang, I hope you are on right now. I'm going to scroll my thing here. If everything makes sense to you guys and you guys like what I talked about today, give me a juju chi, type in your questions. I don't mind if you guys have certain questions. Maybe it's not even related to what I talked about, but it has to do with your spiritual journeys, because I'm here on Freeing Fridays to help you on your spiritual journeys. The only thing I ask of you is to spread the word of Palichee healing, to spread the word of Mastershamanpalichee. All right? Ka Xiong says, how do I keep a stubborn Plig from wandering off or to come home without a shaman's help? Ka, I will say that the best way is to meditate and ground yourself. But if that doesn't work, then there's something more that has to be done with a shaman's help. Okay, with somebody that specializes in that help, and they may have to help you more than once. Okay, in order to get that, it's kind of like a habit of the spirit now. If it keeps going off and coming back, going off and coming back, and it continues to wander and do that, then it's going to be very hard for you to sustain that yourself unless you are practicing meditation every single day and you are knowing exactly where that Plig went or how that can come back and where that needs to come back to in body. If you are not able to do that, then, and your Plig is really stubborn, then you will need a shaman's help more than once. I'll say that. And also, okay? All right, so Yang is here. All right, so we're going to do this for Yang. I'm shuffling the cards here again because I went and distracted. Many things going on in brain, guys. Your brain is very important to you. There's a couple of brains and body. All right, so Yang, this is for you, 3 card pull. And she has donated, so warm blessings. This is what the Freeing Friday is all about, guys, is to free yourselves and not worry about stuff. So I have 3 cards here for Yang. Okay, so Yang, here we go. First thing here first, Yang. What I'm feeling at first here is more career side for you. Though the 3 cards show here some good things in regards to your maybe your progress. This is like the progress of career, the progress of maybe making a living right now. Yang, your energy feels good in that. It feels very vibrant. It feels very abundant. It feels like it's becoming more abundant and more like you are focusing really on your career area side or business side. Okay, this is how you make your living. So it necessarily isn't the actual job or what you're doing right now, but it is how you make a living, and it's doing pretty well. I wouldn't complain there right now, Yang. But right now I would say that area seems to be flowing with abundance, and you're in a good place right now, okay, in the career area or making a living area, financially, as well as also abundant on the progress that you're making there as well. Okay. Then the next card here is showing me, Yang, about self, about yourself, about how you're going about it, how your spiritual path is happening for you. And I feel like it's very confused. I feel like there's a very very much frustration there in regards to the self, in regards to also self-esteem in that area. Now, not in your career area, but it's in this area of how do I get myself to knowing more about my roots better. You are feeling, it just feels frustrated. It feels like as if there's a blockage, like on a level 10 negative, in how you are trying to get past this. And this is all coming because of relationship. So the relationship side is not a good energy right now on that side. It feels like it's at again a -10 and a -9, and it's been really making your whole decision making on your personal side very stuck. Okay, so if I were you, Yang, I would probably say that I would seek out some help, greater help in regards to maybe a hooply on that area, and then also to get some clarity. So definitely, guys, go down below if you guys don't see it in this live chat. I don't have it there, but maybe in the description there or in my other, I'll leave it down below somehow. The link to getting a free consultation with me, 15 minutes over the phone, or the link to doing a 15 minutes intro reading with me for $50. Okay, so if that's your first time with me, then it's $50. Otherwise, you guys know how to schedule an appointment with me. Okay. You just message me or go through my website and ask for a 15-minute consultation. That's how you guys can chat with me over the phone. Okay. A consultation is, and I'll go into this in a little bit, but let me finish this first. I'm like talking to myself here. So with Yang, your energy here on the 3 cards feels very good in your career side. You're really focused in doing something more abundantly there, and it's coming in abundantly as well. However, the focus is not quite in your relationship at this point. I feel like there's a door that's locked there or closed, and it feels like you just need to get back on track on really who you are, where you're going, and some clarity, and so that you can make a decision, and the right decision on how to move forward. Okay, especially in your relationship, I feel like again there's like this really huge blockage there, almost feel very toxic side. Now, Yang, if that makes sense to you, give me a Juju Chi. Say Juju Chi, if that makes sense. Anything that you can give feedback to let me know. But Yang, that is your 3-card pull for today. Okay. So basically, working on that area right now would be very good, and refocusing your energy to balance. Okay. So I would say that maybe doing a free 15-minute consultation and learning what can help you at this time. All right. So that was for Yang. Warm blessings to Lily L, and greetings and love to everyone, to BB Live. Warm blessings to Ready Cohort for just donating. Not for the card pull, but just because out of the ones I've seen, you are very real, and what you say, do is very real. You is very real. You are divine. Warm blessings, Ready. That was from Ready Cohort. And Kashong says, I feel like my plea is stubborn and always wandering off. And honestly, sometimes it gets tiring. It does get tiring, Ka. I would say that it can get tiring if you know that you have pleas that are wandering off, and it's hard to ground them to body. So there's something else that may be going on and not just pleas. Okay. Yang says, and she gives me a feedback. Juju Chi, the read is really accurate. Okay, warm blessings, Yang. Warm blessings for letting me know as well. I always appreciate my clients and customers to let me know how the reading goes for you, because that also shows the universe that you are thankful and grateful for your reading as well. Okay, because all the information is coming down to you, ascending, right, descending down to you from the universe, the highest energies of the universe that flows through me to you. All right. So anybody would like a free 1-card pull, let me know. Yang says, I felt you hit the relationships portions on the nail. I get that a ton, Yang. They'll always say you hit it right on the nail. And I didn't know that at first when people kept telling me that, and I'm like, what does that mean? And one gal was like, that means it was very accurate to 100%. You read me like a book, they say. So warm blessings, Yang. Thank you for sharing that with me. Juju Chi to you. If you guys are first time being with me here on my channel, it is Juju Chi. So hashtag Juju Chi for me, right? And share this with somebody on your Facebook page. go in and like the video, go and subscribe if you haven't already, click on the bell if you want the notifications. I don't force you to click on the bell, but that's up to you if you guys want to catch me here on lives. And then also whenever I release out a video, also in the live chat, type down for me right now what you would like to hear from me. What would you guys like for me to inform you on? If there's something that from either other places that you've seen, other videos or other YouTube channels or YouTubers out there that is similar to me, what they say, what they do, you know, if you're wondering if it's accurate, if it's right, if it's true, what is it that you are wondering, please write that down and type in Juju Chi and then say what you would like to know, right? Because my channel is here to inform you of the correct way, of the correctness, what has worked for me, right? Not that it's correct for everyone, right? Because I can't speak for other people and I don't want to put words in their mouth. If it's worked for them, that's great. But what has worked for me and what I have seen, what my spirit guides have basically shown me, and then what I've done for other people, as in clients and customers, or just people of family and friends, that has worked for them. So I want to share all that with you guys. But again, what do you guys want to know? There's just so many subjects. I just can't. It's like I have to kind of like pull down myself and get to the low view, the local view, right? So Moa says Juju Chi, warm blessings. Anna Moa is here as well. Juju Chi Anna, warm blessings to you. Lovely Cardia 8 is also here. Warm blessings. Juju Chi to you guys. Scorpio is also here. Juju Chi. Scorpio says how to get to trance during meditation, which area to focus. So Scorpio, if you are looking to trance during meditation, it can happen. But again, are you connected with your spirit guides? That's the first question I want to ask you. Are you truly connected to your spirit guides? And are they really going to invigorate you, right? And have you been incorporated, or what's the word? I always use this word and it's like in my head somewhere. Have you been connected, or how do you say this? So then, you know, is it with you? Have you tranced before? That is another question. So these are all good questions, Scorpio, to do. And if you want to go in and click on the link to do a 15-minute consultation, we can talk further on how that can go for you on the meditation part, or trancing, right? But for someone to trance, you must get into a state of mind. Okay, so that state of mind can be very deep, and or it could just happen like in a split second. So you might have to take a while to get in there and be very deep, and then trance. You may trance very silently, or you may trance very vigorously and very loudly. So there's so many different ways of trancing, Scorpio, that we would have to take a look and see, okay, Scorpio, what is the way to trance? What is the way that your spirit guides would trance, would help you trance into, right? He says, Scorpio says, I am not connected to any spirits. I see colors during meditation. That's all. So Scorpio, if you are into more colors, then that means you're more energetic. Okay, so that means you're going to be working with energy a lot. And trancing for you may not be right off the bat. It might take a while in order for you to actually get to trance, or maybe perhaps like what I'm feeling right now, Scorpio. I'm just going to throw this out there, okay, from spirit to you, because you have donated before a very good amount, and thank you so much for that. But I'm just going to throw this to Scorpio because he's a good supporter and follower here, is that not being connected to spirit guides and you're seeing colors is more in the energetic field, Scorpio. So you're probably starting out, you're one of the students that I would say that are starting out. I call everybody my students that listen to me, and people that are gaining any information from me are all students of mine, okay? Just use it correctly on your part, okay? But I'm going to do my part to teach you well. So Scorpio, connected to your spirit guides, you must be connected to your spirit guides to trance in a vigorous way. But in order to trance in a very meditative or deep meditation state of mind, right? The alpha delta ways, more deeper in, and you are seeing color, so that's more energetic. So you would be more of an energy healer to start out with than anything else. But that's what you start out with. Some people will start with being more a healer. Some people will start out with being more more shamanic. Some people may start being out with. So when I say healer, it could be very vast, like a seer, a wizard. They may be doing other things, right? More paganistic, more wizardly. They could be doing so many other type of healing, right? So then they could be more shamanic, they could be more psychic ability, they could be more of energy healer. There's so many vast ways in how you start your journey, and everybody does not start their journey the same. Okay, just because you're going to become a shaman doesn't mean that you start out being a shaman. Okay, so I'll let you guys know that right now. All right, so Anna Moore says, I'd like to know more about fated love. So Anna Moore, okay, that's a very good one. I'm gonna actually note that down. Okay. And so fated love. So what I'm thinking that you're talking about is you want to know more about love that you have been, it's like in your destiny, like soulmate, like, right? Right. I'm just gonna write this down. Let me know, guys, what you guys would like to hear more about me talk about in my videos. Otherwise, I would do a card pull. And I'm seeing that Dominic88 wants a card pull, and I will surely be happy to do that for you, Dominic88. Fated love for Anna. Yes, I will consider that, Anna, and talk about fated love. If you guys haven't already, I have a Destiny 101 that you guys could definitely take a look at that video as well to know about destiny and how you write that. Why? Because the animal talks about fated love or destiny, love that's in your destiny, love that's like a soulmate type love. And that's what she's talking about. Some people don't believe in soulmate love or don't think that there are soulmates, but there are. Scorpio says, I am not connected to any spirit guides. Okay, yes, I said that one already. So yes, Scorpio, hope that makes sense to you. And he says, thank you. Mary says, how do you know your spiritual gifts or if you have any? That's been a general question. Show Mary, okay? The only way to know that you have spiritual gifts or have any, to know it considerably, right? Or to confirm it is also to go and get a reading, to seek out a reading. I would say that for you, I would suggest doing either a 15-minute consultation or a $50 reading for the intro reading with me, Mary. Or also, I would say that to get the 15-minute free consultation so that we can know what to do and work with you in knowing more about your gifts and abilities, okay? The person themselves can tell sometimes if you've gone through your whole life and you've had premonitions. If you had premonitions, if let's say, for example, premonitions are things that you see ahead of time and then it happens afterward. Okay, so that's a premonition. So you saw something and then it happens later. So if you know that you got that, then that's a psychic ability that you have in regards to predictions, right? But there's other things that are more of the special abilities that may come as well. You may be able to read someone's mind or their emotions or be empathic to them. So that's also one other way that you may know, Xiong Mary, on how and why you would have spiritual gifts, right? So that's something that you can tell because of your own capabilities, because you are able to know yourself that you have some because you are able to tell. But if you cannot tell, then that means there's something more to it. Perhaps it's not showing as much, it's not as dominating or predominant in your life. Okay, so then Mo says, how do you know if you're a healer? That's the same question that Xiong Mary asked in regards to how do you know your spiritual, how do you know your spiritual gift or if you have any? Okay, so how do you know that? Mo says, how do you know if you are a healer? So that's something also I would do a spiritual diagnosis for. And that would confirm some things to yourself, okay? Anna Moore says, yes, something you can't explain brings two people to finding, Let me see here. I just lost that. So finding each other. So something you can't explain brings two people to finding each other. Okay, I see what you mean. So that you're fated to somehow find each other. Fated love. So you're talking, and what Animal is talking about is like your destiny or a soulmate, because that brings the person together to finding each other no matter what. And no matter how hard it is, you will still find each other. So that's something that I would probably consider of talking about. All right. I'm going to pull the one card for Dominic 88. He asked for the one card pull. Susan Shong says, can I get a 15-minute reading from you? Susan, I want you to go into, if it's not under this video's description yet, go into a different video's description and go click on the 15-minute intro reading. If you've never had a reading from me, guys, your first reading is only $50. Okay? So go and do that, Susan. Dominic, this is your one card pull. Okay, so Dominic, your one card pull. I'm seeing here, Dominic, one important aspect right now for you, Dominic. I know it feels a little bit down or feeling of a little bit emotional, as in trying to get yourself back up as a person and in your spiritual journey. I know you have a spiritual journey, Dominic 88. However, this is feeling like it's flowing towards your personal self, and it's still kind of getting over some traumas that you have. So I would say trauma release sessions would be great if you want to do that for yourself. Also, focusing on something else rather than relationship may help. I know that you may be trying to do something more on the career side, but I feel like maybe going into something of an instrument, using an instrument as a pastime to get that, it's almost kind of like you are getting away from really focusing on the relationship side and letting that go for a little bit here. And so that you can just refocus again after you've gone through something else. Try something new inside of for your personal self. Indulging in something new like an instrument, okay? And I'll say specifically, Dominic, that instrument that I'm seeing for you would be more of a piano. I don't know if that's something that you've ever considered, but learning how to play the piano can be something of helping you to remove yourself from really focusing in an area right now that you don't need to focus in. And that's the energy that I'm feeling for you, Dominic 88. Okay. All right. All right. Warm blessings to Sussy Studios for telling everyone to remember to subscribe. Remember, guys, subscribe and like, and I appreciate and give gratitude and a lot of juju chi to all of you. Love all of you guys that are on today and watching right now. But if you are subscribed and you have hit the notification bell, warm blessings to you and so much juju chi to you guys as well. If you guys haven't been on with me, juju chi means good luck energy. Okay, so good luck energy to all of you guys, and to Sussy Studios for asking everyone to subscribe. Shung Mary says, okay, thanks, just wanted to hear your views. Good. All right. I hope, Shong Mary, that my views made some sense to you. Okay. If you guys want to know more deeper stuff, let me know. We can go into more deeper conversations. And perhaps if it's very deep, then I'll throw that into a video that I will release as well. Pahua Vang says, what does it mean if you dream multiple times of bringing lost spirits home or to their destination? If you had dreamed multiple times of bringing lost spirits home or to their destination. So when you have a dream about bringing lost spirits home or to their destination, Pahua, I specifically feel that this dream has more to do with you personally, Pahua. Especially bringing your own spirits back to yourself or back home. I feel like for you, Pahua, and I'm just going to throw this at you today just freely here because you asked the question. It is your own spirits that there's a few of them, especially the heart spirit of the soul, that has been lost due to this feeling of lost in relationship or trauma. Okay. And that's been so hesitant on your mind. And these lost spirits, when you have this dream, it's kind of like you're wanting to get back with your spirits of your soul, but it feels like you are out of touch with it. Okay. So give me a juju tree. Let me know if that makes sense to you, Pahua. But that's what I'm feeling right now. I'm loving the penguins. That's these studios. And Scorpio says, I wish I can dream. Scorpio, you probably may be able to dream, but because you're meditating and seeing multiple colors, and you do that very well, actually, then your dreaming is not going to be there. But it's more about getting more empathic, I suppose, for you, Scorpio. There's something in your past life that we'll probably need to take a look at. A diagnosis or even a past life regression. And guys, I wanted to let you guys know that I do offer past life regressions to those that needs to know and wants to know about their past life, because it makes sense for you to know this lifetime. If you guys ever seen the movie Avatar, the cartoon one, right? Where Avatar, he has all the, the abilities of wind, fire, water, all the earth bending, all the bending capabilities. That Avatar knows his past life. And so it's like that. If you know your past lives and you are able to connect with them, then you are going to be able to have more knowledge, right? The Akashic records, if you guys don't know about that. It's the Akashic records, the records up there in the universe that you can download from your past higher selves. Okay. So Juju Chi to all of you that are here with me today. Warm blessings. If you guys are here first off and has not been here before, Juju Chi simply means good luck energy. And Dominic here says, makes perfect sense. Thank you. Warm blessings, Dominic. And thank you again for supporting. Again, Dominic, shout out to Dominic88, a very warm and loving supporter as well. So love you guys for supporting me and the channel. And I'm only going to take one more question here. Tivu says, experiencing sleep paralysis normal? Is experiencing sleep paralysis normal? So no, it is not normal. He says, I get sat on consistently since I was a little kid to this day, at least once a week. So Tivu, that is not normal. And again, that goes into your spiritual journey. And there's something there that needs to be in a more, we need to do a spiritual diagnosis to see what's going on and why that has been happening till this day since you were a kid. And there's something there, definitely, okay? So 可能因自中里可能 for TV 自中里要依靠依呀女个母求周了头个妹妹了的是女人的个做法到女我是到了个错女的是女我个要得依照依位点的是要依靠中呢 OK 所以可能就要按地按到多了如果老多点的其中都个都能都傾嚟要錄嘢 so TV I really do I really would suggest that you do a spiritual diagnosis and some healing for that. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to be going today for the rest of the day here on this Freeing Friday. Before I go for the weekend, I'm going to pull up a card for us in my deck. This is the Starseed Oracle that I'm using. Okay. Starseed Oracle, if you guys like this deck. All right. I don't typically use my Starseed Oracle. It's for my Freeing Fridays. All right. One card pull for the weekend, and warm blessings to all of you that are joining me today. Please share like and subscribe, and click on that dinger, that bell. All right. So this is the card I'm getting. If you guys can't see the card, I don't know how to make that seeable. Okay, so it says loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. So this is to all of you this weekend. When you go out this weekend, please go free yourselves from anything that's been holding you back, whether that's been someone that's been not great to you, whether that's a group of people that you don't feel like you are accepted in, whether you feel that you've been judged or judgment has come to you in some way or some form, whether you feel that you have to shut yourself down because people can't accept you for who you are, right? So you have to show them of who you really are. And it's not the toughness in you. It is not going to be the anger in you, but it is going to be the love that comes from your heart. And really speaking from heart to heart, soul to soul, it is the heart that opens up this part of you so that other people can understand you in a more calm manner, gently, right? And soothingly. You don't have to yell. You don't have to make a point in a certain way, because what really matters at the end is that you are able to grasp yourself, find clarity, and do what you need to do in this lifetime. And that's all that matters. Whatever someone else says does not matter. Does that make sense? If it's not helping you, right? If it's not helping you. So loosen your grip, cope with things that are happening in your life right now, remove the density and loosen things up, right? Get rid of the addictions, right? If you're on Facebook, like, 10 hours a day or even a full hour a day, don't even give it that, right? Let God in, let the universe in, and allow you to free yourself and become who you really authentically are. Allow your heart to speak, right? Sometimes your mind is going to have to make a stand, but your heart shall speak more, and the mind will be logicizing it. All right. I'll leave you with that today, guys. Warm blessings. I want to read this last one because Tiwu wrote this. He said, creeped me out. Thank you, creeped me out. Warm blessings. Okay, so Maishong sent a donation. So I'm gonna actually do this for Maishong because I don't want to have to wait for the next time. So hold on one second. I'm gonna throw this out to Maishong Lo. All right, so okay, so no more donations, guys, because I mean, you can donate if you want to, if it's helping you, but no more card readings. Last one here is from Maishong. I just caught this right now. She sent it at 2:39, and we are probably when I was still pulling that one other card. So I'm gonna check quick here. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so Maishong Lo, 3-card pull for Maishong Lo. Here we go. I'm straightening out my cards here. I need to get going here. So Maishong, I hope that you're on right now. Everyone that is on, give me a Juju Chi. And let's get going on one last reading here for Maishong Lo, okay? All right. So Maishong, here's your 3-card pull. 1, 2, and 3. All right, so Maishong, here's your 3 cards here. I have 3 cards in hand. So Maishong, work career area right now is doing okay. It's not, the best, but it is okay. It seems like you're at a 0 to 10, you're at about a 3, 4. It's what it is right now. I wouldn't say, give up on it or quit it or or do something else, I'd say just hang in there and keep at it on that part, on career area. In regards to the self and or your spiritual journey or your personal self, I feel very good there. There's like a positive 10 there, Maishong. You're doing better, much better than you were like maybe a month ago. I'm seeing a very high positive 10 there. And continue to follow me, Maishong. I encourage you to do that. I also encourage you to, and also everybody else out there, to give credit to whoever is helping you. Remember from where that roots from, so that you can also show to the universe that you have done your duty, that you have done your part, right? And to be honest and have integrity. We just talked about that last week. So very warm blessings to my Shong. Your energy here feels very good right now at this moment in time. You're really starting to just hone in on yourself and just keep that for now. And then at a later date, it will all come to pass. It will all come to fruition as well. Also, one good thing here, Maishong, is that you are on a higher level right now, as in your self-worth, than you were before about a month ago, okay? So Juju Chi to you for that. And then the last card here is basically the message here is saying, just be open. The door there is about 70% closed to relatives or friends in regards to what they're giving suggestions. Though sometimes their suggestions may not be the correct one or may not be very good. I want you to just, be there to listen. I know sometimes it can be annoying, but just be there to listen. And then you take what is good. You take what is relevant and benevolent, and what is not, just leave it be. Try not to be in any kind of dispute or argument with anybody. It's not going to be worth your time or strength. And right now, the most strength that you can do is to put that strength back into and invest that strength back into your spiritual journey or the journey of your purpose. Okay. So that's where I'm going to stop with my Shong here today. I hope that my Shong, that makes some sense to you for your donated reading. All right. For the 3-card reading, 3-card pull. So warm blessings, everybody. You guys have your card and your message for the weekend. Again, remember to loosen up and allow yourselves to free yourself, of course, in a benevolent way, right? And I'm going to stop here. Warm blessings, and we'll talk to you guys again some maybe next week or the week after that.